So what's the plan today? Today I am going to dig this trench, extend it all the way to the wall, scrape off some of that dirt from the wall because I want the wall to be incorporated with the concrete that I'm gonna deposit later. Yeah, because you see that this wall is sort of concave. That was because of the bucket of the digger. And I wanted to make it a little bit more straight and then add sort of a trench for like the fundament of the wall to sit in, the base of the wall to sit in. This is all a soft stone, it's not sand, it doesn't get wet. So normally in a retaining wall you make sure that you've got water drainage behind the wall, because water collecting in the dirt behind the wall will expand when it freezes in the winter and push the wall out. This is not gonna, it doesn't contain any moisture, and in the winter when we were digging here and it was pouring with rain, we didn't see any water seeping into it. So I'm not too afraid about not providing drainage behind this wall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reinforce the wall with steel, and I'm going to anchor it into this soft rock behind it and below. So hammer in steel and then fill this trench with concrete first as a base, and then on top of the concrete we're gonna mason the natural stone and fill the back with rubble and concrete. So yeah, that's the plan. I've just bought 15 bags of mélange de béton, which is basically a mixture of sand and beton gravel, concrete gravel, and hopefully we can we can lay this base, pour this base today. That would be really nice. See, I noticed yesterday that the water in their water feeder is turning dirty real quick. It's like brown. Yeah, it's brown water. And then also I noticed that these joints, these soldered joints in the zinc water feeder are really shiny. I think that the antibiotics that they get for now are, well, reacting to the soldering. So I just bought this plastic water feeder. It's not really what we like. We don't like plastic, but then, you know, don't want to poison them either. So yeah, it's gonna be this. I'm gonna fill it up with fresh water and antibiotics. So that's your new water. Come, go have a look. Hey, Muff, hey. Go and have a look at your water. I want you to know where to find the water. Come, come. Stop mucking about. Go and have a look at your water. There. Here. Here's your water. I want you to understand that this is your water. What are you moaning now? So reinforcements are in place, horizontal and vertical. Time to pour in some concrete. This morning I had this brilliant plan, if I may say so myself. Usually I buy my sand, I buy my concrete mix in bags, plastic bags. I have to go to the shop, I have to load them in to the trailer, I have to drive the trailer here, I have to load them out, do a whole lot of lifting, make a whole lot of rubbish, you know, all the plastic bags, and spend a lot of money on the driving, the fuel and the material, of course. Now I'm breaking down the first floor, and what comes off it is natural stone, brick and the old lime mortar that everything was glued together with, right? Now lime mortar is show, lime and sand. Sand is what I need for my cement, mortar and for my concrete. Little bricks and pieces of stone I have. So what if I could recycle what comes off? I'm recycling the natural stones and building this wall, etc. But I'm doing nothing. I was going to throw away all the lime, the dust that came off it. So I figured, you know, I mean, I'm not building a pedestrian bridge or something that needs to be structurally perfect, right? I mean, it needs to be strong and it needs to sit in place, but that's all it needs to do. It's sit in place, and the loads on it are just, you know, the same every day. So I figured, you know what, if I dump all my debris in the cement mixer, start rotating it, and then sift through, and then I get buckets of gravel, so to speak, and buckets of sand, so to speak. You know, and then, so now I am recycling basically everything that comes down. The stones to build the wall, I can make cement, I can make mortar, I can make my concrete, at least partially. So that saves me a whole lot of driving to the déchetterie, to the tip, to dump this all, then to the shop to buy new stuff. And, you know, I'm really recycling. I just need to add Portland cement to it, and I have my mixture again. You know, the purists will say, this is not perfectly, and it should be exactly that and exactly that. No. This will work. This will work. I just add Portland cement to the same ratios. The lime contents will be a little bit higher, but I don't think that's gonna make much difference anyway. So yeah, I'm now sifting through a load of stuff that I was otherwise going to bring to the tip, and I'm going to reuse it today. Every once in a while they get the jackpot. Just on turns, just harvesting the worm farm for 5 minutes or so. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, and the others, they don't know what's going on. Otherwise they would have ravaged this place. What is this? What's going on, guys? I've never heard that before. Oh, that... Wow! Are you singing a song or? Jesus! What is going on? What? Nah. What is this, guys? Just had a real good scare because Muffins had a swollen face on one side, and I saw some bubbles in her eye, and I thought they were like inside her eye, air bubbles. Yeah, I don't think they were inside her eye. But anyway, Nadia called the vet, and the vet says it's pretty normal. Continue with the antibiotics. They're now for their 8th day on antibiotics. Continue half a week more and see how it goes. If the problem still exists, then we need to go to the vet. See, if you remember, when we bought the chicken coop, that I was so upset with myself that I didn't build my own chicken coop. In hindsight, I'm just so happy that I didn't build my own chicken coop. You know, what was I even thinking? You know, building a chicken coop. Well, I never had chickens before. If I would build a chicken coop now, it would have been completely different than what it would have been if I would build one, have built it one weeks ago. Because you see, you know, all the additions we made with the netting, etc., etc. You really got to learn, you know, how to keep your chickens before you actually can start designing your own chicken coop. We got this netting now to keep the birds away from, the wild birds away from the chicken feed and drink, in order not to transmit diseases like the chicken flu, chicken influenza. But I don't know how to do it, because the birds just fly in and out through the open door or through a hole they find. The only option would be to completely close it off and keep our chickens inside the run whole day long, 24 hours a day. But we don't want to do that. You know, they can enjoy the garden as much as we can once it's ready. So I don't know. I don't know how other people do it. You see chickens running around free through the village, so haven't found a solution yet, but I would like to keep the wild birds out of the run, away from the food of our chicks. Yeah, usually takes time when you come up with a solution, you know. All right, back to breaking down that part and recycling all the mortar, turning it back into sand and making mortar from it, and taking down the stones and building the wall. and then we have seating on that flat area, and then I continue the backrest of the wall over there. But basically we got a nice seat as well. You know, you can just sit on here. Come on, girls. Yeah, I just gave you cucumber. Don't have to complain the whole time. Yeah, sorry, I didn't give you a lot of attention today, huh? Unfortunately, I couldn't film it because I was covered in cement and had my fingers full of cement. Didn't want to get cement on the camera, but what I've done is I've masoned in a first row of bricks, just with mortar, and then afterwards I have placed positioned stones behind this first row, just as I wanted to have them, and then poured a very thin mixture of white cement and sand, proper masonry sand, and I poured it all over the stones and into the cracks, and I divided it with over with this cheap little plastic brush, so that I'm sure that all the really thin mortar has run in the cracks and positions everything and seals all the stones in their place. All I got to do now is wait until this mortar is really set and dry, and then I can wire brush it off the stones and reveal the stones. And then later I will add more grouting mortar where I want to have it and brush it off again. But for now I'm gonna let this cure over the weekend. It's Friday today, and yeah, then Monday we start brushing it and start working on the back wall. I really got to give the chickens their treat, because they have been locked up in that pen the whole day. I don't want to have them walking around here with wet cement. It's now dry enough, they can walk over here if they wanted to do so. But yeah, they're complaining. I gotta give them the cucumber, the daily cucumber. What? You don't want cucumber? You rather sit here? Oh, darlings, yeah, I haven't given you enough attention, huh? Oh, God, I need to go back to work. I need to go back to work, guys. So, the cement has set. It's, oh boy. It's dry, it's not fully cured, that takes a few days. But it has set, and the problem... Somebody wants to be in the picture. And the problem that I have, the stupid mistake that I made, is I forgot that once it is sort of setting itself, drying, what I should have done is rinse it down gently with water, because then you rinse the stones clean, but the cement will still stay in the grouts, in the grooves. Just a few hours after cementing it all in. Now I'll have to really brush it with the wire brush. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. This is gonna look good. I would like to thank everybody for watching, and for subscribing, and for liking, and for commenting. You know, I'll also always reply to the comment. Well, in 9 out of 10 times. I would like to especially thank the people who have contributed by buying me a coffee. And if you also would like to contribute, buy me a coffee, then see the link below. Next week we're gonna hopefully finish this the back side, the backrest of the bench here, of the wall, and hopefully take the rest of the remaining of the first floor. I'm very happy that we can actually process everything that comes from there into this. I think that's really cool. Anyway, see you next time.